Hi, hello, good day. This tutorial is for grade 8 mathematics, taken from Enriched Thematic MELC grade 8 quarter 1 module 5 fifth week. The topics under this are common monomial factor, sum and difference of two squares. First, we have to talk about common monomial factor with this given example, which is x squared plus 16x. First, we have to find out what are those given numerical coefficient of that polynomial. So from that we have 8 and 16. For literal coefficient we have x squared and x 16x x. Okay. So first we have to find out the greatest common factor for the numerical coefficient, which are 8 and 16. So 8 and 16, the factor of 8 is a at 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. Okay, 2 times 2, 4 times 2 is 8. For 16, 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 is 16. So as you can see, there are three sets of 2's which are common to our given uh, numerical coefficient. Now, next is we are going to multiply these three 2's in order to find the greatest common factor, that is 8. So our greatest common factor for the numerical coefficient is 8. How about for literal coefficient? So simply, you just select or choose the variable or the letter which has the least uh, value of exponent. Okay, from that we have x. Now, what is now our greatest monomial factor of the given expression? So it is now become 8x, and that 8x becomes our divisor to get the factor of the given expression. So how to get the quotient of the first term? So you just divide 8x to 8x squared by 8x. So 8x cancelled, then x squared divided by x, you just simply subtract the exponent of the numerator by the exponent of the denominator. The exponent is 2, this is 1, so the remaining is only x. Okay, next, 16x divided by 8x. So 16 divided by 8, that is 2. X divided by x, the same, so cancelled out. So first you copy the sign positive, then your answer. That is the factor form of that given polynomial. Okay, next number. Same. Look at the numerical coefficient, which are 2, 16, and 28. Then literal coefficient, okay, x to the fifth, x squared, and 6x. Okay, these are only the common variables available in the given terms. So, di ba? X, X, X. Y, Y, but for the last term, we don't have Y. That's why I only consider X's. Okay, now, let's try to find what are the factors of the numerical coefficient. First, we have 12, 12, 16, and 28. For 12, we have 2 times 2 times 3. For 16, we have 4 times, we have 2 times 2. Tarisan. We have 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. For 28, 2 times 2 times 7. So as you can see here, there are only two sets of 2 which are common. So we will select this one. Then you write 2 times 2 equals to 4. Meaning that is the the greatest common factor of that given numeral coefficient of the given polynomial. Now, for literal coefficient, we have to select the least value exponent of exponent. This one, diba? Because the other one is 5 and 6, so the smallest is this one. So that one. So that is our greatest common uh, greatest common uh, factor for literal coefficient. Okay, now by combination that will become our greatest common monomial factor of the given uh, expression. Okay, so to find first the quotient of the first term, we have to divide 12 x to the fifth y to the fourth divided by 4x cubed, that is equals to 12 divided by 4, that is 3. This one x to the fifth divided by x cubed, that is x square. Then copy y4 because we don't have y in the denominator. The second term is 16 x cubed plus y4 divided by 4x cubed equals 16 divided by 4, that is 4. X cubed divided by x cubed cancel out because they are the same. Then copy y4, y to the fourth. Then the last one is 28x to the 6 divided by 4x cubed, that is 28 divided by 4, that is 7 and x cubed. Okay, that's it. So you write the first quotient, then the sign negative, then the second quotient, then the sign, then the last. Okay, that's it. That is the factored form. That is the factored form of the given polynomial. Okay, the second example. Okay, this one, this is the figure that can be found in your thematic modules. Okay, so how to answer this one is that you just put that number with put the result where it belongs. For example, this column, the greatest common factor, the quotient, and the factored form. So to get the greatest common factor from the given polynomial, you simply find the factor of 6 and 8 from this polynomial. So for what is the greatest factor for polynomial 6 and 8? Just simply 2 times 3 for 6, then 2 times 2 for 8. So this one is the greatest common monomial factor. So 2. Then the quotient. The quotient is the result by dividing the polynomial with the CMF, or the greatest common monomial factor. So first we have to divide 6m plus 8 divided by 2. This is 3m, then this one is plus 4. So that is the correct answer. Actually, this process and the process of by just dividing the first term and second term separately is just the same. Okay, the factored form is the combination of this quotient and the greatest common monomial factor. So you just combine the two. So that is 2, that one, then this one, 3m plus 4. Yeah, that's it. The next is this one, 27. So the numerical coefficient of that polynomial are 27 and E10. So for 27 we have 3 times 3 times 3 as the factor of 27, and for 18 is 3 times 3 times 2. So as you notice, we have two sets of 3. So we multiply 3 times 3, that is 9, meaning to say that the greatest common factor for numeric is 9. How about the numerical, literal? We have to find out first, we have to find out here D4 and D2. As I said, you have to select the least value of the exponent. Okay, so from there we choose D square. Then for O we have O cube and O to the fifth, so we will select O cube. Then for T we have T cube and T to the 6, we have to choose T cube. Then for A we don't have A, so we will omit A because A is not common to both term. So we will attach this one, this 9 to this one. So this is now our greatest common factor for this polynomial. Now the next is we will use this one as divisor for our polynomial. Okay, 27 D4 share O cube and T cube and E6 divided by 9D squared and O cube then T cube to get the first quotient. So our first quotient now is 27 divided by 9, that is 3. This one, D to the fourth divided by D squared. Simply subtract the exponent. 4 minus 2, we have D squared. Then O cube divided by O cube cancel because they are the same, as well as T cube and T cube. Then copy A to the 6th. Then the second is 18 D squared O to the 5th then T to the 6th divided by 9 D squared O cube then T squared. Okay, 18 divided by 9, that is 2. This one the same, cancelled. O to the 5th then O cube, subtract 5 minus 3, that is O squared. This one T to the 6th and T cube, subtract 6 minus 3, that is 3. Okay, so the answer now for the quotient of that given polynomial is 3d squared e6 to the 6 minus, since the given is negative, then 2 o squared, then t cube. Okay, then what is our factored form? This is the combination of this one and this one. Okay, next, this one. So before we are going to factor this one, we have to simplify this first. 4 times 12, that is 48. No, that is 48. This one 32. So to find for the factor of 48 and 32, that is 16, diba? 16, because 16 times 3, that is equals to 48. Then 16 times 2 equals to 32. So this is 16 siya. Okay, then the quotient, you will divide 16 from 48. So 48 divided by 16, that is equals to 3. Then 32 divided by 16, that is 2. So the answer there is 3 plus 2. Okay, the combination is, that is greatest common factor, quantity 3 plus 2. Okay, that's it. And the last one is, we have 3 terms. As you can see that the variables are not the same, so we will only focus on the numerical value, which are 12, 16, which are 12, 16, and 20. Okay, what are the factor of this? This is let's say 2 times 2 times 3. This is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. This is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. So how many are common? So these twos, no? There are two set of twos common, two sets of twos common to all. So 2 times 2 equals to 4. So meaning the least common the least common factor of this is 2 of 4. Then next, you will divide each expression or each term with our greatest common monomial factor. Okay, we will divide 12. Okay, 12 ano? So, dito lang tayo. Meron ni. Dito lang tayo. So, 12 divided by 4, that is 3. Then copy the variable, because the variables are not common to all of the given all of the terms of the trinomial. Then into the fifth minus 16 divided by 4 is 4. Then win. Then next is 20 divided by 4 is 5. Winner. Okay, so that's it. Then for the factored form, you combine this one separated by a parenthesis. Separated by a parenthesis, that is 4. Okay, that's it. So that is all about monomial factoring. Now we will proceed to proceed to difference of two square. Remember, the factor form of a polynomial that is difference of two square is the sum and difference of the square root of the first and last term. Okay, so example number 1, x. So we have to find first what is the square root of the given terms, x squared and y squared. Okay, so the square root of x squared is x. The square root of y is y. Okay, y, hindi na x, y. This is y. Okay, from that, we will make a parento parenthesis in which we distribute all of this. First, we have x. We have x. The sign is negative, then copy second term, then the sign here is opposite to this one, then y. That's it. So remember that even though the quantity is inverted, as you can see, my result and the result there is different, but actually the value is just the same. Okay, next is gonna same procedure, find the square root of its term. So p, this is 64, square of 64 is 8. So the same procedure, you make two parentheses, then put the first square root of the first term, then also we did here, then the given sign negative, then 8, then here the sign is opposite, positive 8. That's it. Then next is same procedure. First find the first and second term, then find their square root. The square root of 121 is 11. The square root of y is y. Okay, why 11? Because if you multiply 11 by 11, that is 11, 11, 11, 11. That is 121. Okay, so after that, you form two parentheses, then write 11 there, 11 here, then copy the given sign, then the square root of the second term, then here the sign is opposite, then the square root of the last term. That's it. Okay, so next, okay, this one. So you just write all the first term, then after that find the square root. So here our first term is a squared and b squared. So to find the square root for this, for a squared is a, for b to the fourth is b squared, then 81 is 9. Then form again. This is a b squared, a b squared, then copy the square root of the last term, then opposite sign, square root of the last term. That's it. Then okay, next problem, this one. The same procedure, you are going to find the square root of the first term and last term. Our first term is 9 over 16 and r to the fourth, and the second term is 1/25 t squared and n to the 9. Okay, we're going to find each one is square root. 9 is 3, 16 is 4, r is r squared, then this one is 1, then 25 is 5, then t squared is 2, then a9 is 3. So same, form two parentheses. You write the square root of the first term, that is 3/4 r squared. Here also 3/4 r squared. Then copy the given sign, then the square root of the last term, 1/5, then t, then e cube. Then here the sign is opposite, positive, then 1/5 t and n cube. That's it. Okay, next problem, factoring of sum and difference. Okay, as you can see, we have two patterns. No, we have two patterns. Okay, we will use this pattern to solve this problem. So as you can see, the given problem is x cubed and 8, quantity x cubed plus 8. So what pattern can be used to solve this one? So you look at here. This is your hint. If it is positive, if the given is positive, then this one. If the given is negative, then you use this one. Okay. So let's find the cube root of its term. Cube root, no, cube root. Okay, what is a cube root? It is a way that when you multiply a number, the result or the product is equal to a certain number, like this. No? So what variable that you are going to multiply to result 8 cube? That is x, diba? So when you multiply x times x 3 times, that is equals to x cube, because in multiplication you just add the exponent. Okay, how about x? X is 2. Why 2? Because if you multiply 2 3 times, the result is 8. Remember that when you say cube root, that is you multiply a number 3 times. Okay, after that, this is our a, this is our b. Okay, from the pattern, our a is x. Then copy the given sign. Then our b is 2. Then it says that here we have to square the first term, our a. So this one, atos yung square, this become x squared. Then opposite sign. Then here it says you multiply e and b. So e and b, this one. So 2 times x, that is 2x. 2x. Then plus square of b. Kani siya. Square of b. Square of b. Square of b. Square of b, which is 2. 2 times 2 is 4. So 4. Okay, that is the answer. Okay, so that is the answer for that. Okay, another way is that we will go on detail. So actually this is the answer. We will go on detail to be easier to understand. So this is x, and this is 2 based on this e and b value. Then is this x, b is to be squared. So this is x squared. Now then minus, we multiply e and b. So we multiply x by 2. Then plus we will square b, we will square the value of b. So the value of b is 2. Yan. Square. Yan. Okay, now let's copy down this one. 2, then this one. X raised to the power of 2, that is x squared, minus the product of x and 2, minus 2x, then plus square of 2, that is 4. So the same lang. So the same as that. Okay. That is the factored form of this given x squared, quantity x squared plus 8. Okay. Next, so the same, find the cube root of the given terms. So the terms are 27a cube and 1. So for 27, our cube root there is 3. For a cube is a, for 1 is 1. This is our a, this is our b. Then we will make a parenthesis, and this example is referring to the second pattern. So our a is 3a minus 1, then it says square of 2, so 3a square of 2, then opposite is plus the product of e and b, the product of e and b, product of e and b. What is our a? 3a. What is our b? Is 1, then plus what is our b? 1. We will square the value of b, that 1, then square, then close bracket. So this is 3a minus 1, then this is 9a squared plus this one, that is 3a times 1, 3a, this one, square of 1 is 1. Okay, that is the final answer. Okay. Next, perfect square trinomial. Perfect square trinomial is a result of squaring a binomial. A perfect square trinomial has a first and last term which are perfect square, and a middle term which is twice the product of square root of the first and last term. Okay. To understand that one, we have to solve this polynomial. The given polynomial is quantity m squared minus 12m plus 36. Okay. First, we have to look for the square root of the first and last term. So our first term is m squared, and our last term is 36. The square root is for m squared is m. The square root of 36 is 6. Then after, we will check if the given polynomial is a perfect square trinomial. Okay, how it does? We will multiply the square root of the first term and last term and make it twice or double. So our square root of our first term is 1. Remember that when a variable has no value attached to it, that means that it is equivalent to 1. Okay, there's a value of 1 before the variable. So this is 1 times 6. equals to 6. Double it times 2, that is 12. So this value is equals to the middle term. So I mean to say that this given is actually an example of a perfect square trinomial. Okay, so when a value is a perfect, when a given is a perfect square trinomial, it simply says you just copy all the square root value of the first and last term, which are m, then copy the sign negative, then 6, then raised to the power of 2. That is the factored form of the given polynomial. Simple. Okay. Next, this one. The same procedure, find the square root of the first and last term. The first term is 16d squared and the last term is 9. So the square root of 16 is 4. The square root of d squared is d. The square root of 9 is 3. Then test it if it is really a perfect square trinomial. First, we have to multiply the square root of the first term and the last term. This is 4 and 3 equals to 12. Okay, double it times 2, 24. Okay, tama. This is a perfect square trinomial. So same, without much ado, you have to copy 4d minus 3 raised to the power of 2. That's all. Okay, then next, this one, same as under the perfect square trinomial. First, you have to square the first and second. The first term is a squared, b squared. The second term is 9c squared. So the square root of a squared is a, the square root of b squared is b, the square root of 9 is 3, the square root of c squared is c. Okay, let us test if it is really a perfect trinomial. Okay, we will multiply the square root of the first term, which is 1. Okay, I remind you that any variable without a number attached to it is always 1. Then multiply it by 3 equals to 3. Multiply it to get the middle term, which is 6. Okay, this is a perfect trinomial. So all I have to do is just to copy all the square root of the given of the first term and last term. So a, b, then 3c raised to the power of 2. That's it. That's it. Okay. Now, the last topic, general trinomial. So in general trinomial, that is a trinomial which are not perfect trinomial. So if that is not a perfect trinomial, you have to multiply the first and last term to obtain the middle term. Okay, sample. 6 times 2 equals to 12. Second step, find the factor product. Then select the factor of 12. Factor of 12. How many are there? Let's say 2 and 6. 2 and 6. Then 3 and 4. So remember that it should be equal to here. So if you add this one, 8. It is not applicable because it is only 1. If you are going to make this negative, the answer is 4. How about this one? 3 and 4, 7. If you make negative one of them, the result is either positive or negative 1. So the closer, the exact combination or factor of 12 is 3 and 4. So we will use this one as a replacement of positive x in the given, so that we can get the factor of the given trinomial. So first we have to copy the given x squared. Instead of positive x, we will write 4x minus 3x, since this is negative. Then minus 2. Then combine that one, group, then find the greatest common factor of this. Okay, 6 and 4. What is the greatest common factor of 6 and 4? 2. How about x squared and x? X. As I said, you have in selecting for the greatest common factor of a variable, it should be the least exponent value. Okay, then 6 divided by 2, that is 3. X squared divided by x. When you divide a variable, it should be the operation is subtraction for its exponent. So x 2 minus 1, that is x na lang. Okay, for 4 divided by 2, that is 2, then x divided by x, cancel because they are the same. Okay, then this one negative, so it should be this one, the factor of this one is equal to this one. So what number used as divisor for this in order to equal the quotient is equal to this one? I repeat, what number to be divided to this quantity so that the quotient will equal to this one? So it is equals to negative 1. So negative 3x divided by negative 1, that is positive 3x. Negative 2 divided by negative 1, that is positive 2. So meaning to say that the answer is 3x plus 2 equals to 2x minus 1. Plus minus 1. Okay, this is the answer. Okay. Next. Okay. The same procedure. You multiply the first. The next given is 2 quantity x squared plus 10x plus 12. So this is not a perfect square trinomial. This is an example of one. Okay. So you multiply 2 times 12, that is equals to 24. So what is the factor of 24? 24, in order to arrive with the middle term in the given, that is let's say 2 and 12, 2 times 2, 24. But when you add this one, this is equal to 14. It cannot be. Let's say let's say 4 and 6. Okay, pwede. And 3 and 8. So the closer is 4 and 6, because if you add this one, this 10 is equals to the middle term of the given. But this one is not, because when you add is 11. So we focus on here. So rewriting the given, 2x squared, instead of the middle term 10x, you will write 4 positive 4x positive 4x plus 6x plus 12, then group. What is the common factor of 2 and 4? That is 2. X squared and x, that is x. So you divide 2x squared by 2x. This one is cancelled. This one is x. And this one 2 plus 2, this one cancelled. So that is the result. for this one to become similar to this one, what number are we going to divide for this one? That is 6. 6, 6 divided by 6, 6x divided by x, 6, then the result is x. 12 divided by 6, that is positive 2. So the result now is x plus 2 and 2x plus 6. So that is the answer. Okay. Okay, that's all. That's all the presentation that I have. I hope this presentation could help the grade 8 mathematics students to solve their uh, thematic modules and the rest of the module which has a topic that contains this topic they have discussed. So for now, thank you for viewing my video of this tutorial, and expect another video for uh, thematic module for module 6, no, module 6, and so on and so forth. Beginning this day, beginning this video, another video, tutorial video that could be made by yours truly to help you achieve your ambition to solve the modules that are given to you by your respective teacher. That's all. Thank you, and don't forget to subscribe my channel Ronski Kabski in YouTube. Bye bye.